Hey, this is Dennis Spahn here with VeteranAi, and we just launched, a brand new application based on a lot of your feedback. So I wanted to go over some of our core features, so that way, there's a guide if anybody needed help out there. Okay, so today what we're going to cover is how to create a personal statement. So if just joined for the first time, you'll probably just see a button in the center. You can go ahead and click that. The short story is if you want a new personal statement, you have to create a new disability. Okay, if you're coming for another statement for an existing disability, you would select that one specifically. But I'll show you that a little bit later. So for now, the easiest way, most surefire way is you can hit disabilities and then hit add disability. If you have questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments. You could also always join our Discord and you can always ask us about that. Okay, so next bit, we are going to select a title and I'm gonna just say ACL tear. Okay. Oops, ACL tear. And I'm going to say I had an ACL tear and let's just say I had it on the first, just to keep things simple for me. I'm a very simple guy. Just got diagnosed a few days ago. Okay. Over here, this is basically the three different categories. We ask slightly different questions for each one of these. If you don't know, select standard. Exposures are high noise, Agent Orange, burn pits, things like that cause some sort of condition. And then traumatic event is anything that was traumatic, either combat related, personal related, some sort of sexual assault. Those would all fall under traumatic events. But for the most part, you can select standard. Okay. At this point, I'm going to kind of fly through these. I already have kind of pre-made responses, but what I want to highlight here is you want to be short and concise with all your answers. You do not need to write a 5-page report on your military symptoms. What you should be doing is saying, I had symptom X, Y, and Z on these days, or to the best of your knowledge. This symptom started happening on this day, and describe those symptoms. What did it feel like? How did it make you feel? Things like that are very important. Again, you do not need to write a 5-page paper here. Very important. But yeah, so besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just fill this out, and I will get back to you when it's a good pause point for everybody. Okay, I did want to take a just 1 second to explain this portion right here because I get a lot of questions. So this is basically treatment locations. If you have a decade's worth of treatment for a certain condition, do not feel like you have to go through your records and write every single solitary one of them down here. You don't have to write any of them down if you don't want to. But what I would do is I would write the important ones. So, for example, like this is a ACL tear. So I would say um, surgery. And let's say this was in the military, so at some sort of DoD facility, health location. And I said that happened that day. Let's just say the 4th is when I got surgery. Okay, so this would be a good example of, let's say I had 10 years worth of treatments for my ACL tear. I would write down, oh, I had surgery this day. I had my initial PT consultation, and maybe other big milestones. And that's it. If you don't have very many, feel free. You can always add them all. But again, I want to kind of make that a little bit easier for people because I do get that question quite often. So, anyways, that's done. I will kind of fast forward this and we'll see you in a second. Okay, so we're here at basically the generation step. So this takes a few seconds, but go ahead, hit generate. And what's happening again, this is where it's basically taking all the stuff that you've said and it's going to create a statement based off of that. Things I want to highlight, it's very important. that these are pretty short and sweet. Believe it or not, VA raters are very busy, so we intend on these being very short. So it is what it is. Okay, so come over here. You can see, hey, here's our diagnosis date, right? June 1st is when we said we got diagnosed. Let's see, all that good stuff. Post-surgery, yep. Pain, yep. Looks pretty darn good. Okay, cool. So if you're happy with that, you can always hit next. If you're not, you can always hit edit and you can change whatever you want. You can always copy it as well. Here, we can go ahead and hit download. Okay, and this is what's generated. This is a statement in support of your claim. You can see here, this is your entire personal statement. And then bam, you can go ahead, hit sign, date, and you're good to go at that point. Okay, so what I did want to show is kind of a follow-up here real quick. Once you're done, you can always come here to your specific disability and you can basically change anything you want. You can always edit uh, the VA rating, for example. This box right here for now doesn't do anything. It will eventually will, but for now it doesn't do anything. You can add secondary conditions and all that, but what I wanted to highlight really was you can now change basically your inputs to the statement. So you can come here, you can add additional context. Let's say you forgot something, you can, hit edit, you can write it in. You can come over here to the statements tab, and then you can just always generate a new statement at any time. And again, the same thing happens. It takes a few seconds, but this time it's using your updated context. Again, you can always hit download again and again. It will just pop out on an official VA form. Okay, I think that covers pretty much everything of how to create statements on our platform. If you think this is helpful, let us know in the comments. If you think there's something we can do better about these, let me know again in the comments. We do have a Discord where you can reach us directly and you can kind of ask for new features and things like that. We really want and need the community feedback because, again, this is your application that we're making for you. So at the end of the day, whatever you guys need, that's what we're going to go build. Yeah. Um, and I think that's really it. So with that, I will let you guys go. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.